Hi everybody, today I'm going to show you how to make this cute little scrapbook page. I made a big viewfinder in MDS and cut it out with an e-cutter as well as the title. So what you're going to need to do first is go over to MDS and you're going to want to first start with a big circle. It's a punch, insert the punch, and I wanted mine as big as the page. I didn't mean to rotate it. Let's undo that. I don't like that. Well, there we go. As big as the page. You can do it smaller if you'd like also. And then I'm going to fill it with color. I need it to be black. Anything in black is what I'm going to have as my paper. I'm going to cut this out in Whisper White, but for visual purposes, I'm going to fill it in black. Now the holes that are cut out, I'm going to fill those with another punch, the rounded corner punch. And I'm going to bring it up here and let's see how big we want it. Now, for visual purpose for myself, when I put it in the e-cutter, I need this to be white. So I'm going to fill it with white. And anything in white shows what's going to be cut out, what's not going to be there. And the windows are what are cut out. Now, once you have it the right size, Control C, and that copies it. Drag it down here. Oh, no. Control C, sorry, I forgot a step. Control V, there it is. Drag it down so you're copying and pasting. Now I just kind of eyeballed these, but if you want to make sure they're exactly right, you select both and you come over here to arrange and align, and we're going to arrange these to the center points. So it made sure that their center line was exactly the same. Now I'm going to come over here and do this one. Control V again, and this one. And I'm going to select both of these, and this time when I arrange, I need to arrange them in the middle line. Now I always get those confused, and if you make a mistake, just do undo, arrange, align. It's either middle or center. And I always have to do it and either undo it or get lucky. Usually I do it wrong and have to do it again. All right, so Control V again. Now I'm just going to fill them in down here like this. And then I'm just going to play, whoops, undo is my best friend here because I seem to use it a lot. All right, I'm going to just arrange them as I go. And I believe once I got them all in the correct position, I started rotating them. I wanted if you look at a viewfinder, you know, it rotates through the little machine, and when they're in this position, they're correct. So you just hover over that corner and rotate like that. Let me do a little bit more. This takes a lot of tweaking, but again, it doesn't have to be perfect because it's really the background of your page. All right, so once you've filled them all in, it will look like this, and you're going to File and Save. Then you're going to come to Project and Share, and you want to export this as a JPEG. And I was working on some other things here. I don't want all of those right now. It'll take too long. So I'm going to clear all and just select the one that I want and click OK. And it says I already have a folder there. Do I want to replace it? Yes, I'm going to do that for now. It's fine. Click Finish. All right, now I'm going to go over to my e-cutter, and I use the Silhouette Cameo, File, Merge, and I'm going to have to navigate to wherever that page, wherever MDS saves that. And for me, it's in my documents. And when I open that folder, it's saying there's nothing in there because it's looking for Silhouette files. And I need to open all the JPEG files. So I do the drop down, and there it is. All right, so now we have it here, and you can see what it's going to cut. Everything in black is what will be on your page. So once I have that, I'm going to come over here to my highlight tool. Actually, they call it the trace tool. I call it the highlight tool. So I'm going to select trace area, and I need to drag this over everything that I want it to cut. Okay, now it looks pretty perfect to me. So I'm going to see, okay, let's trace and see what it looks like. Now, I have talked about this before. A lot of times it does this double line, and that's not what we want because it's going to just do a bunch of cutting and it's going to end up messing your paper up. So again, undo until we get back over here. All right, now let's highlight it again, and let me show you how I fix that problem. So we've got the select trace area. This time I'm going to take off my high pass filter, and it filled all of it in yellow. and that's going to be better. So now we're going to trace and drag, and you can see how it's a single line. Now all you have to do is load up your either Very Vanilla, Whisper White paper onto this, onto your mat, load it in, come over here to this little button right here, and send to the silhouette, and you will cut. Make sure your settings you want are just cardstock. Now, to show you how to do the title is already in MDS as an SVG file, which makes it much easier. So you're going to go to File and Merge, and you want to go to your computer where your programs are, wherever your My Digital Studio program file is. And you're going to navigate through there, and everything is under Components. And the alphabet that I used is a punch. Alphabets and numbers, and so the let's just do the Smitten alphabet. It's the cursive, the bottom word that I used. Now again, it says nothing is in there because it's looking for Silhouette Studio files. We want SVG, okay, and then they're all going to show up. So the word that I did was mania, so I'm going to click the M. It's kind of a tedious process, but it is so worth it. So let's see, come down here, SVG. A, and as I get them on here, I can hook them up as I want them. File merge, and I was lucky that this word uses some repeat letters, so I can use the A again. I can Control C, Control V. That way I don't have to go through File and Merge. Now I need one more letter, the I. Let's see, whoops, merge, and SVG, I, and there we go. Now, you're going to need to play with it, and if you want to get closer, this little, it's a magnifying glass, helps you get closer, and you can really line those letters up. Now, I found that I had to rotate one of them, it might have been this one, to get it to where I liked the way it looked. Well, where's my rotate? Oh, right here. I just rotated a little bit like that, and you get them all positioned so that it's one word. Now, what you're going to do is come over here and drag your cursor like this until it grabs all of them. And I'm going to weld these letters together. So I'm going to come up here to Object, and let's see if I can remember, Modify, Weld. What this is going to do now is cut it as one big word so that you don't have to glue on each individual word. When it cuts it, it's going to cut it as one big word, and you can just peel it off your mat. I love that because I hate the tedious task of gluing all those letters on. Okay, lastly, let's go, and you would do the other letters the same. Your trace, select trace area, drag that over it. And let's see, it doesn't look like it's all filled in. See these little gray spots? Those are going to be holes. So let's take that high pass filter off. That didn't work. And let's try the low pass filter and turning that back on. And we could turn it up. I think that looks pretty good. All right, we want to click trace, and let's pull it away and see. Perfect. And all you would do is go to cut, and you would cut it. One other thing I want to tell you is that on your mat, you can load different colors, and I did different colors. So I would line up my word right here, and I would see I needed a piece of cardstock that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 by 2 inches. And then I might put the word toy here and see how many inches it is, and just load up your cardstock all at once and click cut, and you're done. I hope you enjoyed this today. This was a very fun page and an easy way to add some unique words and embellishments to your page. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.